right, so I've had a ton of questions come into the studio since I've had this 1/12 scale RC excavator. I've been featuring this in a variety of films since I had it. I received it about mid-summertime. Unpacked it. This thing is electric powered with a big 3-cell LiPo battery. I use an 8400 3S 25C, which is just the discharge rate on it. You can see it's a Gens Ace 8400. This thing is very extra long, right? The excavator itself, all metal, and people always say, geez, you should weight down the back of it because it really seems to lift itself around a lot. And really, my friends, I have to tell you, that's just my inexperience in using it. Even though I've been using it for a few months now, it's quite a process on the radio to actually use it. Once you get it, you just need practice. Electric, but it is all hydraulic powered. This whole thing is hydraulics for all these rams. Now have a look at the ram. Like, that's my hand is not a small hand, and that is a huge arm up here. Now these stickers didn't actually come with the rig. I added them on myself later on. Now I was going to take out the top, put the new battery in. I'd like to do that. To access the battery, you just have to remove the top plate here, which is just 4 screws. Now, people could be wondering, is that going to be dangerous for fires or whatever? And I haven't run into a problem yet. I could probably convert it over and do some sort of magnets on here, maybe even a Velcro. If I figured out some sort of mount, because this thing here, the reason this opens up is to allow the ESC to cool off. Now, come on in, I'll get you a closer look for those who haven't seen it. There, that's better. All right, so this opens up, it's really easy to close. Again, it's all metal. Inside, it's actually quite a work of art. This thing is super heavy, 42 pounds, I think, 42 or 43 pounds. Here's the battery on the ground. Lots of room. A big 350, I think maybe 300 kV Outrunner brushless motor. This thing is a torque monster. And this is the pump, the hydraulic pump system for the hydraulic fluid that goes into the tank right here. Now this is an overflow valve. I know you can't see it. It's just because I'm tipping it so you can see. The overflow valve is for too much hydraulic fluid. It'll spit out there. So if you overfill your tanks, it doesn't blow any seals. This is a BEC that goes into 100 and what is this? I taped over it. Darn, I think it's 120 amps. Like, this thing can take a huge 6-cell, 8-cell, and a 12-cell, I think. Don't quote me, I just covered it up. That's too bad. But this thing is a complete brute. And this huge receiver in here, check this out. Oh, dang. Look at all that right there. There's a motor up front here, brushed motor. You can get a brushless upgrade, a motor right here as well. So individual ESCs control the individual motors. 1, 2, 3 ESCs. So 1 motor, 2 motor, 3 motor on the track. We're good to go. Since that's out, I'm actually going to clean it up. No instructions actually came with this, and people are shocked. And I know some of you are wondering right now, how much is this rig? And prices change over time, and videos last a long time. But I can say that this rig for me, retail $2,700 plus $400 shipping to Canada. Now, I know some of you are like, what? I would never pay that for an RC. But I gotta tell you, this thing is boss. I have a lot of fun with it. And I've had it out on many films. Construction RC is huge in Europe and over in Italy and those areas. They have, Germany has some wonderful, wonderful large scale RC like this. Well, I call it large. I don't mean 5th scale. Well, they do have quarter scale stuff as well. It just gets bigger and bigger. In fact, Model Cran 1. I'll put a link in the video description box down below. He is the premier builder and RC videographer for construction equipment over in Europe and in those areas. I gotta tell you, it's just magnificent the work that he does. Check out his channel and subscribe. Tell him Medic sent you, because he would love that. Anyway, so here's the ESCs. I can scrunch all these back in here. It's pretty much that it fits all in this area. Okay. And I want to not plug this back, or I don't want to put this in without plugging in that one piece. Where did it go? Well, since we're on camera, that's right there. Good, it's my BEC. So we'll put it in the battery and bind plug. There we go. Put that down there. Glad I got to clean up some of that spilled hydro fluid from earlier. Check it out, all these lines that come out from the pump. This is all pressurized lines. Comes with it, all pre-built. It was like ready to run when I got it. Came in a big, huge wooden crate. I do have an unboxing video of this on my YouTube channel. This is called the Earth Digger 2 from RC 4-wheel drive. Is it the number 2? Maybe it's just the Earth Digger, actually. 4200 XL. It's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to put the battery in here, and I just saw this plug hanging out, and I'll tell you, this does not come with it. This is from when I set up my first person view, or FPV glasses. Put it in the cab of the machine, and I still have the plug. This is the port for my GoPro and battery. This is how you hook up the battery through the balancing port. Now, speaking of battery, I just wanted you guys to know that about that cable in case you saw it and were confused later. Put the battery in here. I'm going to wrap it underneath the hydraulic cables. And there. Snug fit, but the 8400 fits awesomely. And so I can always plug it and unplug it here. That's why I was mentioning the fire thing. People were wondering about fire. You can unplug your electronics really easy. And they do have an on and off switch that goes right there. I chose to take mine out for no other reason than I just wanted to not have the switch there, so I didn't have that scale, you know, the look taken away. It was for a light switch, actually. Now, I'm going to turn on the radio. This is that big 350 kV motor, and this ESC is part of the reason why it is so loud. Here, I'll turn on my RC radio. There we go, focusing, there we go. Fly Sky 01. This is the controller it comes with, but it's modified. Check this out on the end. They added in this switch. Sorry, antenna's in the way. They added in this switch in China where they make this. And on that side as well. These toggle switches, this is to turn the hydraulics on and off. Different things, of course, do different jobs on the Excavator. But what I wanted to do is start this up for you so we can hear it because it's quite loud. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, initiating. Here we go. I'm going to activate the motor that's in the back. You'll see the ESC fan is still spinning. I'm the one that added on these green zip ties, guys, just to hold the fan on in place. Here goes the outrunner motor. Try to tip it over for you so you can see. Okay, hydraulic pump on with this one. Well, right there, and on. Now it's spinning, okay? That is getting all of this fluid going through the lines. Now let's back up the camera. These toggle switches are actually for the tracks, pushing them forward or backwards. I'm just going to raise the arm by pushing this one up. See that? It comes back to normal. Now, let's curl the bucket. In, out. You control the speed with the left and right motion. Right? You can go faster, but it does have a limiter. Yeah? You can turn the pressure up and down on the inside in here for the hydraulics. Down, up. Then the bucket, like the whole arm. See? Now, I'm going to turn the whole thing forward. Oh, pardon me. Doing it in the viewfinder is a bit backwards for me. Yeah, those people watching on a 60-inch TV right now, hey? We're into your living room. Yeah, it's all hydraulics, all controlled by those sticks. Now we'll change the tracks. We'll move the tracks with these two levers. See? That way I'm pulling them up and down in opposite directions. Alright, because it gets the tracks to spin in those directions. Just like a tank. Or a bobcat. So I'll spin the whole thing around. There, that's how you do that, okay? So it's just left and right. The cab does open. Now I'll turn that off, just to give you guys an ear break. This cab does open, right? So I got a little construction guy in there, one of the corpse guy. Look at the guys that actually make this sign them on the day that they make them. This one was made in 12/2/04. I wonder what that means. 12, I could figure it out, probably February. Yeah, this might be the number 4th one they made whenever, who knows. My GoPro actually sits in here. I'm actually got a little, let me see if I can find it quickly for you guys. Check this little dandy out. Woo, floating it around as I walk around. This is a servo system where I can put a camera on top and look up and down and left and right. And I sure would love to mount something like that in here. I have done FPV, but it was just a GoPro mounted facing forward. And we could use them with the goggles. I use Fatshark Goggles. And I have them right here. I've shown these before to people that haven't seen them. I'll show them right now. These are first-person view goggles. They're two little TV screens that can pick up a wireless transmission of a video signal, say from inside here. When that happens, you have these on. You can actually see like you're in the cab of the machine. If you want to see something like that on a video, I've already done it. FPV, excavator, and dump truck. But I'd like to put that servo setup on there. So anyway, I hope this gives you a better idea of this excavator. Woo! You can get a brushless upgrade. This is as fast as it goes, but it is super heavy. So those motors are really working, but they're made for it. And I haven't had any problems yet at all. Hydraulics on. Wave goodbye. Bye. Too much fun. I love RC. There we go. Woo! I guess I should stop. Okay, well, thanks guys. Appreciate you guys checking out the show today. If you like what you saw, you want to check out more, go ahead, click that subscribe button. Or leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the big giant excavator. Thanks guys. See you in the next RC adventure.